Today's scientific storytelling best practices for PowerPoint presentation, and it will be presented by Dr. Tanzina, Afrose, Associate Professor, Department of Community Medicine and Public Health, Rangpur Community Medical College. Now I would like to request Dr. Tanzina to come up on the stage to present the topic. And I also would like to request audience to keep mobile phone in silent mode and enjoy the session.
Thank you, Dr. Arifa ma'am. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Principal Sir, respected professors, my dear senior and junior colleagues, Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all of you. Before going to start my main presentation, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to my Honorable Principal Sir for giving me this opportunity to conduct such a session. My today's topic is Scientific Storytelling Best Practices for PowerPoint Presentation. Myself, Dr. Tanzina Afrose, Associate Professor, Community Medicine and Public Health, Rangpur Community Medical College. Welcome to all of you to my today's seminar session. At first, I am going to present these all topics. Its first introduction of PowerPoint, purpose of PowerPoint, how to make an effective PowerPoint, presentation skills, ethical issue, and last of all, summarization. As the topic is about PowerPoint presentation, I want to say at first what is presentation. A presentation is a collection of data and information that is delivered to a specific audience. Now, what is PowerPoint? PowerPoint is nothing but a Microsoft program which helps the user to design a presentation containing multiple slides. Now came to the main point, what is the PowerPoint presentation? PowerPoint presentation contains electronic slides containing text, graphics, tables, pictures, videos, sounds, etc., which can run automatically or can be controlled by the presenter. Now I want to talk about what are the purpose of a PowerPoint. What are the purpose of a PowerPoint? A PowerPoint slide should contain, organize your talk, focus your audience, and summarize your main points. And on the other hand, a PowerPoint slide should not contain all the content. For making an effective PowerPoint presentation, there are some important factors. What are the factors? There are 4 factors which influence to making an effective PowerPoint presentation. These are size of the PowerPoint presentation. The size of the PowerPoint presentation not should too big or too small. It should be according to the time frame of your presentation. The second point is the PowerPoint should be clear, the PowerPoint should be consistent, and last of all, it should be simple. Presentation skills. Due to make a good PowerPoint presentation, we should follow some steps. There are 4 steps. Let's discuss about these 4 steps. Number 1, planning about the PowerPoint presentation. Number 2, prepare a PowerPoint presentation. Number 3, practice. And last of all, appearance and style of a presenter. Our first point was planning of a PowerPoint presentation. During the time of a PowerPoint presentation, a presenter should think about what is the goal of the PowerPoint presentation, who are the audience, where it takes place, and how long will it be. The second point, that is our main point of our today's seminar, prepare presentation. To prepare a PowerPoint presentation must be kept in mind these following points: outline of a presentation, slide structures, font size, color, background, text, graphs, sound, spelling and grammar, and also conclusion. Now we discuss about the point that should be maintained in case of preparation of a PowerPoint. First point is outline. You should make your first or second slide an outline of your presentation. Follow the outline, order of your outline for rest of the presentation consistently, and only place main points in your outline slide. This is an example of outline slide. This presentation, I collect this slide from my presentation, and these are the main point of our discussing introduction, purpose of PowerPoint. Previously I showed it. Now I am going to talk about what should be the characteristics of a good slide structure. Good slide structure. Use not more than 7 to 8 lines per slide. Use 1 to 2 slides per minute of your presentation. Write in point form, not complete sentence. Avoid ordinance. All the capital letters are very difficult to understand on the screen. Upper and lower case is more easier, and avoid italic letter on your PowerPoint presentation. Here is an example of bad slide structure. This is a bad slide structure because we notice that all the font size is in capital letter, there is no line space, and there is no point form. And this is a complex sentence. Another characteristics for a good slide structure: show single point at a time, 1 point at a time, because showing 1 point at a time will help the audience to concentrate, will prevent audience from read ahead, and will help you to focus on your presentation. In case of PowerPoint presentation, sometimes we need to collect the image, the pictures, the videos, the sounds, and various materials for enrich our PowerPoint. But do not use distracting animation. Do not go overboard with the animation, and always try to be consistent with the animation that we use in your PowerPoint. Now, I am going to say about the font size. This is very important for making a PowerPoint presentation. What should be the font size of a slide? Here we can see use at least 20 font size. We can use different font size in a single slide. I repeat again, we can use different font size in a single slide. In case of title of a slide, we can use the font size in a range 36 to 40. In case of main points of a slide, we can use 28 to 32, and in case of body of the slide, the font size should be 20 to 26. Use a standard font like Arial, Verdana, Comic Sans, etc. Normal or bold letters are easy to read, and underlines may signify hyperlinks. In this slide, this is the title, and the font size of this title is 40. In this slide, this is the main point or sub-headline, and the font size is 32. And this is the description or secondary point of the slide, and the font size is 24. When the font size is bad, this is an example of bad font size, because we can see that the first line, this is too small to read and understand. The second line, all the letters are in capital form. This is also not presentable. And the last one, this is a complicated form. This is also difficult to understand and difficult to read. So we should avoid this type of font. Now, text. What should be about the text? Make it big, because in this slide, here font size is 12 and font style is Arial, but this is so small that it is very difficult to see. This is Arial 18 font size, that is also small, and this is Arial 24, and last one is a font style Arial and size is 32. Try to keep the text simple. Use too many colors, too many fonts, and too many styles. Don't use too many colors, too many fonts, and too many styles, and not more than 7 words per line. Now, I am talking about the color conception of a PowerPoint presentation. This is also very important. What should be the color? When the color is good, use a color of font. Use a color of font that contrasts sharply with background. For example, when you use white background, then you should use blue or black color font. Use dark text on a light background in a bright room. Use light text on a dark background in a dark room. Use color to reinforce the logic of your structure. If the title is light blue, you should write the text on dark blue color. Use color to emphasize a point, but you should use it occasionally. So the main concept about the color of PowerPoint presentation is light on dark versus dark on light. This is an example of bad color combination. Here we notice that the first line font color is yellow, that is not contrast with the background, and this is very difficult to understand. Using color for only decoration purpose is distracting and annoying. Using a different color for each point is unnecessary. Using different color for secondary point is also unnecessary, and trying to be creative can also be bad. What about the background of a PowerPoint presentation? Always, the background of a PowerPoint presentation should be simple, attractive. Use the same background consistently throughout your presentation, and always try to use a light background. This is an example of bad background. And this is very difficult to see. Now, here is a video clip which is about how to create a slide in shorts. Let's watch this. First of all, by opening the Microsoft PowerPoint program, I select a blank slide, then selection of the background slide. After selection of the background slide, we should select the font style, that is Arial black, and the font size, that is 38. Now here this is the title portion of a PowerPoint presentation, and the font size is 38 and font style is Arial. After this is the main point of the slide, and here we will again select the font style and font size. This is the secondary or main point of our PowerPoint presentation slide. Then we go to the body of the slide. Here we use font size 24. Here two lines, good presentation and bad presentation, relevant with my today's topics, PowerPoint presentation. They need a line spacing, so select the line spacing and choose 1.5. And to make it more presentable, you can use the bullet form in front of it, and in this way we can create a PowerPoint slide. Now, what about the sound effects of a PowerPoint? Sound effects is very important for your PowerPoint presentation. Sound effect may distract your audience. Use only sound when necessary. Louder and clear than your normal pitch. Vary your pitch and your volume, and over emphasis. If we need to present any data in our PowerPoint presentation, we should use graphs rather than just charts and words, because data in graphs is easier to comprehend and retain than it is raw data, and trends are easier to visualize in graph form. But If you use any graph in your PowerPoint presentation, you should mention the title of your graphical presentation. This is an example of bad graphical presentation. This is an example of good graphical presentation because here there is a title of the graphical presentation. The font size is understandable and easy to read, and in this diagram we easily can understand that it shows the maternal mortality ratio in different years. 2024 the ratio was 89.8%. This is an example of bad graphical representation because there is various minor grid line in the graph. There is absence of title of the graphical presentation. There is illogical color used, and the shading is also distracting. So this is an example of bad graph. After preparing your PowerPoint presentation, you should proof it for your spelling mistakes, your grammatical error, and repeated use of words. In your PowerPoint slide, you should include conclusion slide where you can summarize your whole presentation. Use an effective and strong closing because your audience is likely to remember your last word, and be interactive with your audience in your conclusion slide. This is all about the second point of our PowerPoint presentation, that is prepare a PowerPoint presentation. The first one was planning of a PowerPoint presentation, and this is the third point, that practice of PowerPoint presentation. After prepare a PowerPoint, you should practice it, rehearse all the points that you prepare, rehearse with all visual aids, practice again and again to manage your time, and rehearse in front of a mirror or a friend. And this is the last point. What should be the appearance and style of a presenter? Presenter should speak loudly and clearly with fluctuation, direct your words, enter the rooms. You should maintain your eye contact with your audience and don't read the slides word for word. Presenters should well dressed up, wear comfortable shoes, allows move a bit, look confident. You already have a style, so don't need to copy others. Use the words and sentence you use in your normal days, and always try to be yourself. There are some ethical issues to make a PowerPoint. What are the ethical issues? First of all, number one ethical issue is, according to the medical ethics, if you want to use a photo of our patient in your slide, we must respect the person's privacy. In that case, we should use this type of image in your PowerPoint presentation. If you mention any prescription in your PowerPoint slide, in that case, you should completely hide the patient's information and the doctor's information in your slide presentation. Ethical issue 3. Due to making a PowerPoint presentation, due to gather knowledge or collection of information, we need to take data and information from various sources. In that case, we should mention the reference in your PowerPoint slide. Number 4 ethical issue, copy and paste from others' presentation. This is not ethical. Download the presentation of others and present them as your own. This is also not ethical. So, never do this, please. I am already at the ending stage of my presentation. So now it is the time to sum it up. A good presentation, it's not a matter of worry, because the secret to a good presentation is effective preparation, and following 10 tips helps us to prepare an outstanding presentation. Number 1 tips, don't use technology as a crutch. Number 2, previously we discussed about this, start by outlining your talk. Number 3, don't be so boring unless you plan to put your audience sleep. Practice again and again. Be prepared for technology failures. You have to and hard copy of your presentation in case of something goes wrong. Don't try to tell too much. Structure your work. Your presentation should be divided into the beginning portion where you mention your introduction and your main points. In the middle point of your presentation, you should describe about the points, and in the last stage, you wrap up by summarizing your main points. Avoid information overload. Try to keep it simple. And last of all, don't clone around with special effects. We use animation and fancy slide transitions sparingly, because you should encourage your audience to focus on your message, not rather than the funny stuff. So, finally, a good presentation has a confident and knowledgeable presenter. Thank you all for patient sharing, and again I am grateful to Honorable Principal Sir, and I am very thankful to my head Department of Community Medicine, Dr. Shahsanul Imran Sir, and my colleague Dr. Kamran Mehdi for their endless and cordial support to me. Thank you all.